not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect video for episodes 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, and 112 of Yu Yu Hakusho. That's right, I did it all in one shot. Screw it, I'm giving it to y'all live. Not live, because this is actually recorded a week before you'll get it on YouTube, but you know what I mean. So, I wanted to save most of my thoughts for the series as a whole for this final thoughts video. So I didn't talk as much after the episodes in the actual reaction video. So I'm going to talk about what I saw in these episodes now and what I felt about the series as a whole. So, first and foremost, I thought it was going to be a war between the demons and the kings and all of them, but instead, we got a tournament. And boy, was this tournament badass. I will admit, though, everyone was telling me that this final arc was rushed, and I probably felt the same way. I'm not entirely sure if I really thought it was seriously rushed, although it could have been longer. I don't think that it was bad by any means. In fact, I thought it was a great ending to this series, especially the last few episodes, but I'll touch on those in a second. I thought it was a great way to end the series. They could have had more rounds in the tournament portrayed, yes, but it is what it is, and we got to see closure for all of the characters, and I really, really, really enjoyed it. It was cool this time around to see people actually rooting for Yusuke in the tournament, because in the Dark Tournament, they, for the love of God and all things holy, wanted him dead. And he was like the biggest enemy to them, but now that he's part demon and he's fighting for control of the demon world, he actually had some followers, and there were people rooting for him there besides just Koenma and Botan, which was really, really cool to see. And I like how it was like a friendlier tournament. People weren't like out to backstab each other. He started unifying the demon world by starting this tournament, and it was so cool to see people in the demon world being sportsmanlike and accepting their losses and learning who they are as, I guess you can say, demons. And I really, really, really appreciated this ending. Yusuke didn't win, but neither did any of the big heavy hitters that we thought were going to win, so that's cool. I like how they did that. I wasn't expecting Yusuke to win, but I was hoping that Yomi wouldn't win, and he didn't. And instead, he got an ass-kicking of his lifetime, and immediately lost the next fight following his win to Yusuke because he was just so worn out. And that, to me, is hilarious. So I'm hoping... I don't know what happens after the series. I don't know if there's any stuff written about what happens after the series. I think there's some OVAs that I might have to watch. I don't know if they take place after the series or not, but I'm hoping that he reevaluates his life and maybe starts to see things from Yusuke and Raizen's point of view and go along with the unification of the demon world and what Yusuke and now the new champion, I'm forgetting his name, but the new champion are now setting rules and regulations in order to protect humans, even ones who wander into the demon world, to the point where they don't even need the Kakai barrier up anymore because they're just getting along with each other. They're coexisting, and eventually they said they hope that there will be peace among the two worlds, the demon world and the living world, and that would be really cool. I hope that it is accomplished because it's awesome, and it would be cool to see them live. I know we can't see it because it's over, but it would be cool that they are interacting with each other and are able to live peacefully together, because what Sensui said and what a lot of the others said throughout this series is right. You know, demons aren't all accountable for all the evil, and humans aren't accountable for all the good. They both have good and bad in them, and it's cool to see that realized, instead of villainizing the demons when a lot of them are good people, if you can call them people. But yeah, the final fights were awesome. I really loved the fight against Yomi. It was nitty gritty. They got down deep. They had awesome powers. They had great hand-to-hand, fluid animation. I loved every bit of it. And I think it's probably... I don't know. I'd have to rewatch again and maybe remember some of the other fights. But as of right now, I'm thinking that was my favorite fight in this series. Just because of what it meant and how it was with the culmination of Yusuke's powers throughout the series being shown in this. And it had such a wonderfully happy ending. They wrapped up all of the characters really nice. Keiko and Yusuke got together as they should have. I'd like to believe that Kuwabara and Yukina get together, and maybe eventually Hiei comes around and tells Yukina who he is. I'd like to believe all of that. They definitely set it up as a possibility, with Kurama leaving the stone with Hiei in order to give it back to Yukina himself. So I know it's not confirmed unless it is in an OVA or some novel or something, but I'd like to believe that that's what happens. And yeah, overall, this was such a great series. It was an unexpectedly great series for me. I wasn't expecting it to get to this level or to be... I don't know how I put it. I wasn't expecting me to, I guess, resonate with the story as much. As much as I loved Hunter x Hunter, it's not something that, like... It's not as emotional. It's not as gripping in its storytelling. Yes, they have way cooler powers in Hunter x Hunter. I think the power system is the greatest power system in all shonen anime, but I think that this story was told better. I don't know which one I like more, but I think this story was told better. Out of all the arcs in the series, I think the Dark Tournament was probably my favorite arc. I liked Toguro as a villain. I liked his ideology, and I thought that he was just an interesting character. Human turned demon, wanting to know the value of his worth, and choosing Yusuke as the one to ultimately see if he's either the strongest or if he'll lose to somebody like Yusuke. And I really thought that was a way cooler arc than any of the others in the series. My least favorite arc would probably be the beginning arcs. They were a little slow. I know most of you probably were going to think I was going to say the chapter Black, but even that, I like that a lot. I just didn't like Sensui. He's my least favorite character. Not that that's surprising. If you got it this far in my reactions, you'll know that he's my least favorite character probably in any anime I've ever seen. I fucking hated that guy. I don't agree with him. I don't care what any of y'all say. There's no redeeming qualities at all. I've asked people to give me redeeming qualities, and people just answer with, oh, he has many. Well, I haven't heard one yet. I think he's a selfish, arrogant prick who saw the world in black and white. If it wasn't one thing, it must be the other thing, and he's too stupid in his brain to comprehend that, to the point where he can't handle certain things, so he creates multiple personalities to handle other things for him. Sure, he's a great fighter, and he was really talented, and he was chosen and taught to kill. I appreciate that. They taught him to kill, and they got mad at him when he started killing, but he was killing for the wrong reasons. He wasn't doing things the right way. And him knowing that he was going to die and trying to kill all the humans before he does, and having himself die by a demon's hand, just adds like a layer of selfishness, in my opinion. Let me know what you think on that. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. You know, I will debate you in the comments all you want. If you truly don't agree with me, then that's fine. But that's how I feel about that character. But I did like the arc as a whole. It started to portray really awesome powers, and the stuff that we got to see at the end there was all developed during the Chapter Black arc, and it's definitely one of the most important ones of the series. So I can't say that by any means it was my least favorite. I just didn't like Sensui. I mean, he was a decent villain, I guess. I just didn't like his character at all. His personality, trash, garbage, caca. It's sad to see that Yusuke is never going to be a spirit detective again, but at least this will give him time to live his life and enjoy everything around him and be a good person to Keiko, is what I'd like to believe is what happens. And it's not like he's not still the strongest person on Earth. He's still going to be the same old Yusuke with all of his powers. I mean, even Kuwabara was using his powers for silly things at the end there. And yeah, I just love all the wrap-up that they had to the characters. Kurama becoming, you know, accepting his human side more and resonating more with Shuichi than Yoko, and choosing to be Shuichi rather than Yoko. I thought for a minute we were going to lose Kurama there because of the name of that title, but I'm glad we didn't. Hiei even, you know, he's finding what he wants. He's finding his purpose to end his hatred along with Makuro, and they're policing the demon world now and helping humans of all things. Something I definitely wouldn't have expected from Hiei from where we met him originally, stealing that mirror and whatever else. I forget exactly what they were doing, but he was with that gang with Kurama and that Soul Eater. Definitely wouldn't have expected him to end up as one of the most influential people in the demon world. What would you call that? Demon world, I don't know what you would call it, but what they're doing in Demon World, making everyone more accepting of humans and less violent. I'm rambling a little bit, but it's the end of the show, and I wanted to make sure that I covered what I liked the most. The animation was fantastic in most parts. I mean, it is an older anime, so some things were clunky, and I really love the animation. The artwork was great. I have no complaints on the artwork at all, and the story was fantastic. So yeah, this is definitely one that I'll always remember, and one that I might even rewatch again someday when I have some free time. But I love Hunter. I love Yu Yu Hakusho as much as any of the other animes that I've seen. So I give it a 10 out of 10, I think. In my opinion, it's a 10 out of 10. And I will always remember watching it with everyone here and commenting with everyone here of the different scenes and the different meanings behind scenes and just all sorts of stuff. And I can't wait to react to more series with everyone that has come and found my channel because of Yu Yu Hakusho. I'm so grateful to have you all here. You don't have any idea how much it means to me to have so many subscribers and so many people come here just for this anime alone. And I am speechless almost with it. So thank you for watching this series with me, if you have stuck with it the entire time. And yeah, that's really all I can say on that. Let me know what you think in the comments section if you liked my reaction to the ending. And if you haven't already, comment, like, and subscribe. And until the next series, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.